So what we're going to do now is we are going to create a sketch to allow us to make the strap for our watch. So we click Create Sketch, and the tool we're going to use for this one here is the Spline tool. We're going to choose the Fits Point Spline, so come in here. So all you have to do in this one is just click points that fit the middle of the line the whole way along. So probably the more we do, the better it will fit. Now when to scroll across, I'm clicking the scroll wheel down. If you don't do enough points, you might find it doesn't fit the line very well. But this looks like it should work pretty well. Yeah. Now to finish the spline, we right click and go OK. What we're going to try next is we are going to try to this line here. We're going to try the offset tool to see if we can make something smaller. Sometimes offset tool works beautifully. Offset may not work so well in this situation, but you can see we've created a pretty good line, pretty close to that. So we'll go offset, click on that line here, and we're going to drag it inwards rather than outwards. And actually, that's done a pretty good job. Sometimes you might find it glitches out, but if that's the case, then we just do that fit spline point again on the other side. So we'll go OK. And now what I want to do is just join the ends of the strap. So for that one there, I'm just going to create an arc, 3-point arc. So just click the end of the arc, and then the other one. And that'll do. And we'll do the same on the side. So what we might find here, this isn't too bad. To make sure this lines up perfectly, we can use the tangent line. So we'll just switch that off there to help visibility. So if we click tangent, that's not actually not humorous doing it. So maybe it's already tangented. Awesome. Okay, we'll go okay. So we'll finish our sketch. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to now extrude that to make our strap 3D. You'll notice it's not in the right position, but that's not going to matter at all because we're going to end up trimming that sketch down. So we'll extrude, and as long as it goes through the watch, that's fine. And we don't want to make a cut at this point, although we will use that tool later on. So we're just going to go in here and go new body. Then we go okay. So now when we look from the top, you can see that we've now got a strap that intersects both sides of the watch. Now, if I turn this canvas on, you can see that actually the shape we want to cut out is kind of, doesn't quite fit that design. So right back at the start of the project, we created those planes in the middle of the watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim just 1/4 of the strap off, and it should work beautifully for trimming off all of the strap. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a sketch on this plane. And I think I'll use that fit spline tool again because it works so nicely. So spline, fit point spline. And I'm going to basically click here. And I might do a few more to make sure it fits the curve. And now I'm going to do a random thing, which is going to, actually this is just me being lazy, but I think it will probably work okay. You notice I've gone just slightly over halfway in the watch, and we'll just go into just up to that surface there. Probably don't want to go there, so I might hit escape and undo. Do that again. Put spline point. I'll just click on this because it was going to end up taking away some more of my strap than I wanted. Cool. So now we've got a flip spline. You can see that this is pretty good, but this point there is not quite right. So I can now drag these a little bit just to get them to behave a little bit better. Because at the moment that's going to go too far in. This is the beautiful thing with the fit splines, you can kind of drag them around. And you can see the more points you've got, the more control you've got. And I might actually make this go just to the outside of the strap to make our lives a little bit easier. And that will probably do. Cool. Now I'm just going to go straight line because it's going to make it easier for what I do next. And I can, as long as I go over halfway through the watch, it'll be fine. Cool. And I am going to go OK. And we've got pretty close to that shape there. You can sort of see it's kind of cut through half. So we'll now finish sketch. Click extrude. This is the shape we're going to do. And we're going to go cut. But what we want to do, if I cut through everything, and we'll change that to two sides, then the annoying thing is that would then cut off the body, that would actually cut off the knob in our watch as well as the strap, whereas I'm actually only wanting to cut off the strap. So, and I can also actually see another issue here, which I hadn't realized. By cutting this little part at the top of the strap, it looks like I'm going to trim and create a slightly annoying shape. So I'm going to cancel that. And we'll go back to the sketch here, right click, edit sketch. And I'm going to slide this one across, and we might just go to here. Finish sketch. And we'll just drag that one there so it's done. Cool, that'll do. Then we'll have a look at it, how it looks again. This is the power of Fusion, that we can kind of edit things if they don't look like the way we want. We want to cut. We'll change it to two sides. That was better in that direction. But we've still lost we've cut the knob off here. If we turn the visibility of our bodies, I'm going to turn the visibility of the knob off. And I'm also going to turn off the body of the watch, just in case I end up snipping the watch by accident. I'll turn that one off there. So now I'm just trimming the watch. We'll now go OK. And you can sort of see that it's now trimmed the watch strap in a kind of an interesting way. So it's actually slightly glitchy here at the top. So I could go back and edit that sketch and just roll it forward there a little bit. See if that's going to get me there. That'll probably do. We might put a fillet on that later to create a nice curve on it, but that will probably do. So the next thing I want to do is I want to use the mirror plane. So we're going to turn our construction parts on. So now I want to create that cut on all the four different corners of the watch strap. So we're going to go down to mirror, which is down here, mirror. And the object type I want to do is I want to pick features. The object I'm going to do is that one, that cut. The mirror plane I'm going to select. It's going to let me zoom in. That one there. And that's going to cut that side of the watch off as well. So we'll go OK. So we didn't need to draw that. And then I'm going to do that same trick again for the other half of the watch strap. So I'm going to go create and go mirror. Features still selected. I'm going to pick that object there. And what we're going to do is we're going to select as and we should probably pick that one there too. And then our mirror plane we're going to select is this one here. And so that should have now be cutting out the other half of our watch. Cool. And now you can see we've got our straps looking pretty good. Actually, it's something I hadn't thought about before. It's now cutting only the outside of the strap. So that's going to be a pretty easy thing to fix. We'll do that in a second. We might even use something like a spline tool or something, the split body tool to do that because it's kind of a nice fun one. What we'll go into here is we're going to go into modify and we're going to go split body. The body we're selecting is that one. The splitting tool, we'll select is that one there. And that looks like it's going to work. Extend the splitting tool. Oh, has it gone? It's on the curve. We will cancel that one for the moment. And we'll come back and split it off in a second. Because it looks like if I did that there, it's actually on a slight angle. So what we probably would do instead, if I can see if any of these are actually nice and flat to allow us to slice it off, what we could do, which is probably quite easy, rotate it around in front. So essentially I want to just remove this part here. So I can create a sketch on this plane, take a rectangle, and go here, do that way there, finish sketch, rotate so you can see in 3D what it's going to do. We're going to extrude, and we want two sides. Cool, and now that's cut off that on both sides. Go OK, and we'll use the mirror tool again. Mirror. The feature we picked is that last one. The mirror plane we picked is this shape in the middle. And then we'll go OK. And now our strap is looking pretty good. We've still got some filleting work to do on there, but we can worry about that later. So now if I turn the visibility of the knob back on and the body back on, we can see that our watch body and our strap actually overlap each other. So what I'm going to do here, I'll just turn the visibility of that off. What we're going to do is we're going to use the strap as a tool to cut away from the watch body so then it fits together like an Apple Watch does. So what you'll do here is you're going to go into this tool that says combine. So combine can also used for cutting. So the target body we're going to cut away from is that body. The tool body is going to be the watch strap. We're going to cut, but we're also going to keep our tools so we don't lose that there. And that's as simple as it is. You go, okay. So now when I turn the visibility of this off, flip it around, you can see it looks just sort of like the way the Apple Watch strap goes in, but that it's all there sitting ready to go. We can also actually look at this body 4. We can just go and delete that one because we don't need that. Whoop, maybe not. We'll use that same technique we used to take away the bottom of the strap again. So we can just create a sketch on this plane, do a rectangle, finish sketch, and extrude, two sides. Cool. And it's beautifully deleted that for us. That's us.